This is a WTOC original presentation. Golf's history is in the colors, and the call to the green at Harbour Town is made every spring at the Heritage. For 46 years, the game's best have been drawn to Hilton Head Island, tested by a course the island has grown up around, by the welcome embrace of the Low Country, by the challenge of winning one of golf's cherished titles, and joining a glorious list of champions. It is time again for the RBC Heritage, where the golf world tides turn here, from the first shot to the final clinching putt, and we will bring you everything in between on an evening on the harbor, live from the Heritage.
Good evening and welcome to an evening on the harbor. I'm Tim Guider alongside Ken Greiner. We are on the first tee at the Harbour Town Golf Links, where after a long day, a gray day, we are remarkably back on time through 3 rounds of the RBC Heritage. But the question around Savannah tonight, is it Brian Harman's time? The Savannah native in contention for his first PGA Tour win as we go to Sunday.
We've been really thinking about this moment for a long time, and Brian told us earlier in the week that this would be a great place for him to get. He wanted that first win wherever it would come. Now he's in contention. We've got some great stories lining up here.
We was 1 shot off the lead for a lot of the afternoon. He was right there, double bogeyed number 17, shot 69 on the day. He is now 3 shots behind leader Luke Donald, who has a 2-shot lead going to the final round.
Luke Donald plays so well here because he's got so many top 10 finishes here. He's finished in the top 3, I think, 5 times here.
2 seconds, 2/3.
Yes, unbelievable. So this is his, and we just left him in the media room as well during his interview comments. He says, you know, I felt like I was striking the ball really well and I could control it. So when you can play in these type of conditions with all the bogeys we saw on 18 today, you know he's feeling pretty good about his game.
Back 9 played tough, and he shot 31 back there, so it shows what kind of champion he would be.
Yes,
now,
indeed.
it was a crazy day here. Some players had more than 30 holes to play when they arrived at the golf course at 8 o'clock this morning, so there was a lot of good shots to see. If we take a look at those, we're going to go back to the studio to Rick Snow. Rick, a lot to choose from tonight.
Well, Tim and Ken, the 65 players had to finish their second round today before they went out and played. So they played plenty of golf to get back on schedule with the final round all set now for tomorrow. It was a cool day at Harbour Town, but the players, they didn't seem to notice. Defending champion Graham McDowell on number 1 from 35 feet for birdie, and that got him off to a fast start. However, he slipped to a 1 over 72 today. Brian Harman on number 10 for birdie through the mist as he moved among the leaders at the time. On 14, Harman for another birdie, and he was 6 under par, just 1 shot out of the lead, but a double bogey at 17 would hurt. Mark Anderson teed off early on number 10 this morning, but he finished with a 74, and so he's well back in the pack and probably won't be playing tomorrow. Nicholas Thompson on 8. His chip shot is as good as it gets. That's a birdie to put him at 6 under par at the time. On number 9, his approach to the short par 4 is stiff. This would be another birdie and put him in the lead at 7 under par at the time. Luke Donald was hot with the putter. On number 11, this moves him into a tie for the lead. On 14, he rolls in another birdie, and Donald takes the lead going to the final round tomorrow with putts like that one rolling in. And Luke Donald in position to win a tartan jacket. Matt Kuchar on 14. He got off to a disastrous start yesterday, 4 over through 6 holes, but today, finishing the second round, he got back on track, and with shots like that, he's among the leaders. Ben Martin with the birdie putt on 9 to keep the former Clemson Tiger in contention for a win in his home state. Donald leads John Haub by 2 shots. There are 4 players at 5 under par, led by Nicholas Thompson, 2010 champion Jim Furyk, Ben Martin, and Charles Schwartzel. Now, Brian Harman heads a big group at 4 under par, along with former Georgia Tech star Yellow Jacket Matt Kuchar, Brian Stewart, Russell Knox, and Matt Every. And Harman and Stewart talk about their position 4 shots off the pace.
Yeah, that was good. It got last hole was playing tough, so it was nice to get in and get out of the wind. I think to start with, it was a little calmer. The wind wasn't quite as bad, but yeah, 17 and 18, the wind kind of picked up and made for a tough finish. To start, I played really good on the front. I just didn't make any putts, and then I made a putt on number 7 kind of got me going. I played well, and then didn't play quite as good on the back nine, in the middle of the back nine, but then hit a couple good shots on 17 and 18, so it was nice to finish well.
Played great. I got off to kind of a slow start, but kept it in play all day, hit a bunch of greens, just the one hiccup on 17, but other than that, I'm pretty happy, putted well, so I think the wind's supposed to blow tomorrow, should be fun.
Tomorrow in the final round.
Well, I was proud of the way that I handled that on 17. I could have gotten real mad and made a mess at 18, but you know, this course has tested you not all day, and there's so many different shots you got to hit. Just got to stay patient and see what happens.
Absolutely. That's the thought of the day. And with more on Harman and Mark Anderson, we return to Harbour Town and Christina Tuso. Christina?
Thanks a lot, Rick. Now, out of all of the golfers in the field, I've probably gotten the chance to follow Brian Harman the most. And we've just kind of seen his gallery grow day by day. So well-deserved today. This guy played 31 holes of golf. He finished his second round, went right in to play an entire third round of golf. His gallery probably the biggest we've seen it during this entire tournament today, thanks in large part due to his friends and family all there following him. But he was also paired with defending RBC Heritage champ Graham McDowell, along with a former #1 player in the world, Martin Kaymer. Now, here's the deal. We have Harman here. He's no stranger to Harbour Town. He's played here 5 different times, 3 as a pro. He says that he's ready as ever to claim that tartan jacket in his first PGA Tour win.
Well, I think I'll just think about what that first tee shot's doing and where the wind's going. I mean, that's, yeah, I want all those things. I want to win. I want to contend. But the only way to do that is to hit good golf shots. So if I stay focused on that, I think I'll be okay.
He had a lot of support out there, and it was, I mean, that shot on 14 was like a dream come true, you know.
We love seeing the big crowd. Of course, we know it was more for McDonald and the other fella, but it was just great seeing everybody from Savannah come out. I think Brian's getting a bigger and bigger crowd following him. I love to see it.
Now, as for our Beaufort native and former Gamecock Mark Anderson, he was down at 77 today, did not make the secondary cuts. We will not see him tomorrow. He came in at 7 over par. Now, guys, as we were saying, it would be Harman's first PGA Tour win, but can you imagine what it would mean to do it here at Harbour Town, here at home, on home turf?
Absolutely. You know, this course has frustrated Brian in the past. He's made the cut here twice, 70th and 59th, his 2 finishes. His Sunday scoring average in those two tournaments that he finished, 79. But this year he's got 3 top 10s, and he has shot in the 60s on Sunday in all 3 of those. So he's maturing as a player.
Impressive.
Yes, and he just looks comfortable out there. That's the main thing.
He absolutely does. He stayed calm even with that double bogey on 17 last night. So, you know, we've got a lot of possible stories to borrow. A lot of memories could be made here at Harbour Town, but we've got some of our own to look back on as well.
Absolutely. You're talking about stories to be made. We've got some stories, and one of the best storytellers we ever had was Mitch Glicken. When we come back, we'll check in with Mitch's brother, who's here covering the tournament.
WTOC's presentation of An Evening on the Harbor, live from the Heritage, is sponsored by Weichert Coastal Properties. Call Weichert Coastal Properties. We're already working for you. O.C. Welch Ford Lincoln. Go see ocford.com. The Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, proud sponsor of the 2013 RBC Heritage. And by your local Ford dealer. Visit us online at shopfordnow.com.